What we've become is spiritual prostitutes because we're just looking for the next promise. We're just looking for who's going to tell us the next great thing. We get a word of prophecy, and the first thing we do is start jumping and falling out and speaking in tongues instead of saying, wait a minute, what am I going to have to go through? Hello! To get, my God. See, let me tell you two things you got to understand. I got to go argue my text and let you go home. Two things. You going to give me a few more minutes? Two things that you got to understand about promise and process is that the promise will do something for you, but the process will do something to you. Don't ever get in a place where you want stuff done for you. There's a lady in the back hollering. Somebody shout, please. Don't ever get to the place to where you won't always want something done for you and nothing done to you. Because when the rubber meets the road, let me remind you, you still got to make it in, baby. Oh, you still got to walk worthy of the calling wherewith you have been called. Then something else you got to understand about this promise process thing is this. I'm going to paint it out for you. You got to understand about this is that process does not stop progress. And somebody just got delivered. I felt it all in my knees. I said, process does not stop progress. Let me say it another way. Process is a part of progress. Process is essential to progress. It feels like I'm not moving. I was in this place last year. It seemed like ain't nothing worked out because you're still trying to get promise without process. And because you don't want process, you have no progress. I just want to walk into this anointing. I don't want nothing to happen to me. I'm getting ready to get married, and I just don't want nothing to happen to me. No, if you're going to get married, young lady, you're going to have to deal with people flirting with you and be able to hold your integrity and say, I'm not for sale. I've never been a prostitute, not going to become a prostitute today. God rescued me before I became promiscuous. You want to go get you, I'm finna move into my home. We going to move into my house. We ain't moving. Oh, we ain't moving over there by Florence and Normandy. We moving out into the gated community. But you don't want to go through the home loan process and showing up at this one and they say no, and showing up at that one and they say no, showing up at the other one and they say no. Argue my text.